Yes, guys. Happy 7 a.m. here in Pacific time.
7 a.m. Woohoo!
Yeah, we got the turns traveling in Portugal.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So what's on your bucket list?
So we've done a couple of them already, Cindy. And here's the bottom line to it. Robin C. Stern, I'm your Google guru. We know all that stuff. Good stuff. I have been working really hard with my wife for a lot of years. She came into the picture with me when I had 3 little kids already. And so she and I never had time for it to be she and I, right? I had primary custody. We had primary custody. And we raised 3 little boys who are now all young men in their 20s. And this is what we've been working towards. So this was
amazing young men, I must say.
Thank you. Check mark number 1 off the bucket list is being here. Like the whole trip and getting here and being here. That's number 1. Number 2 was just embracing the community. So we stayed in an Airbnb in like it's kind of a working class college area, kind of a residential suburbia type of thing, but in an apartment area where all the ground floor stuff was businesses. Wow. So we drank espresso and had breakfast munchies at a little cafe right downstairs around the other side of the building. And we did last night we stopped. There's a little restaurant there that's actually on Google. I'm going to blow them up on Google. I got pictures of me with the guys, and they told me about what's going on, but it was just great to be in the middle of it. And we were also a 5-minute walk from the beach. So I posted some video last night, just sitting on the beach in the water, looking at the Atlantic Ocean and the Tarsus Bay and the inlet into the Tarsus Bay. So that was a big piece of the bucket list, just doing all of the pieces of it and having the fun. So the next one is getting to Nazaré and watching the sun set on the Atlantic Ocean. I've never seen that. You guys in California, you see the sun set on the Pacific all the time. I'm on the East Coast, so we only see the sunrise. I've always seen the sunrise on the Atlantic. I've never seen the sun set on the Atlantic. So that's one of the numbers on my bucket list that we're going to do tonight. So and we're on our way there. We're like an hour away. We farted around. It's my fault. We stopped in Sintra, which is a beautiful little itty bitty little town with all these tiny little roads. And only problem is a little bit touristy. It was a little bit touristy. There was a lot of buses and a lot of people walking. But we found a little joint on Google that, was kind of off the beaten path, tiny little hole in the wall, had a great tuna wrap, and my wife had a vegetable panini kind of thing with the espressos, right? Always with the espressos. I think I'm done drinking coffee. I'm going to drink espresso from now on. But so yeah, and then we just kind of taking our time going up the coast. We stopped and I just took pictures and video of the most gorgeous Atlantic Ocean. The water is so beautiful and blue and clear, and I've never seen anything like it. I've never experienced anything like it. So for a country boy from Northwest Georgia, hanging out in Portugal with my beautiful wife, Elaine. She's sitting here next to me. Hey,
Elaine. How are you, dear? Yeah, that's so amazing that you guys are experiencing that together. That's absolutely.
Yes, I'm stoked. Finally.
You said the phone's too hot. Does it feel hot?
No, it's fine. Phone's too hot, she said. No, it says if you want to just shut off the video to make it run better. Sorry, like I said, we're just sitting we're on a side of a road, on a little mountain road, the overpass right there. The beach is just on the other side of those. If you look under the overpass, there's a hill at the other side. The beach is just on the other side of that. So we're just kind of chilling here on the side. We caught a little spot to hang out with you guys for a few minutes.
And yeah, before we go, so what's going on tomorrow. It's National Road Trip Day. And the 26th is Paper Airplane Day. And of course, on Saturday, we have a aviation maintainer for Maintainer Day. So that's going to be super exciting.
Perfect. All right. So, so do we want to try and jump on tomorrow so I can show everybody the beach at Nazaré and maybe the waves and stuff if they got some good waves going on?
You don't have to ask me twice.
Well, I'll be much easier. I'll have more time to hang out and chat with you at that point. I won't feel, rushed, and I don't want you to feel like you're holding us up because, quite frankly, we're in a really safe spot here. The traffic is very low. I think 5 cars have passed us since we've been sitting here, so I don't think it's a big deal. But it's really weird to be traveling, from between big cities, and the roads literally go through these little towns, Cindy, and I mean, the trucks that go by, they barely can miss the buildings going in down these roads. You're going through these old towns where the road wasn't big enough, for 2 horses to ride by. And they've just barely got enough room for the road to go by. But this is the main connector. If you're coming up the western coast of Portugal, it's the main connector road. Now, I could go 10 miles further east and be on an interstate, right? So it's not the only road, but it's thinking like for you guys, Pacific Coast Highway versus the interstate. What's it that goes right there? The main interstate that goes north-south. One. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, PCH. Yeah. But if you come over, 5 more miles, you get on the big interstate and you're just doing 70 miles an hour the whole way. Right. So this was the more relaxed, easygoing. Let's enjoy seeing Portugal itself. We just passed a bunch of windmills. That'll be on my photos for today.
Wow.
Yeah, we did some video of them too. Big ass windmills. I mean, huge freaking windmills on the mountain facing the ocean, right? So the wind's just steady coming off the ocean, spinning the windmills. So what else did we do cool? Oh, here's something that's really cool. They don't have a problem at all with you having a beer in the car in Portugal. As long as you're not drunk.
Are you kidding me?
As long as you're not drunk, nobody cares if you're walking down the street having a beer. Nobody cares if you're having one in the car. So we stopped to go to the restroom, and I'm like, oh, we had a big lunch, and it's 3:00 in the afternoon. I said, I'm thirsty, so I grabbed a beer. And at every little tiny gas station and hole in the wall, everywhere, they have an espresso machine behind the counter. Everywhere. I mean, it's just it's like the national drink. It's like $1, it's €1, or usually less than €1 for a single, and like €1.50 for a double. And they have the little to-go cups and everything for them. So you just get your little shot of espresso and boom, out you go. Really, really, I don't know. I've never drank it regularly. And I'm telling you, the richness and the texture and all, I think I'm never going back to coffee. I think I'll be drinking espresso forever. And it's quick because you don't have to sit and drink 8 or 10 ounces of it. Like an ounce and a half, and you get the same amount of caffeine and you're good to go. So,
well, how about the people? Because that's one of the things I like to talk about is when I travel to other countries. How amazing are the people there in Portugal?
We have had nothing but good, positive run-ins with everybody. Most people, when they see us, I guess it's very obvious we're Americans. I'm not sure what they see or how, but they say English is so. Even salespeople walk up to you in the store. We went to the mall yesterday. Funny. They have a huge mall, underground parking, massive mall. Every expensive Gucci, Ray-Ban, every store you can imagine. Walk into like 3 or 4 mall stores looking for a bathing suit. I want a new bathing suit. And they're like, 60, 70 euros for a bathing suit, which is like $80, right? So I made the mall fancy. We come around another corner, one whole side of the building is like a Target style business called Continente. Everything from clothes
like a merchant mall?
I'm talking like a Walmart times 10 on steroids and an espresso shot, right? Everything you can imagine, from clothing to toys to outdoor stuff to all your grocery store, all your fresh bread, the seafood area. Cindy, when I tell you these people here they eat dried salted cod. That's like a staple of their diet. And in the grocery store, there's just stacks. It's like 18 inches wide, because it's filleted down the middle and opened up. And then the whole length of the fish, so maybe 24 inches, 30 inches long, maybe 18 inches wide, just flat, opened up, salted, dried cod. No wrapping, no anything. It's just laying there for you to pick one up and put it in your cart and go check out. Like, that's how they sell it. That's how, because it doesn't need any storage or preservative. It's unbelievable. So the massive size of that store. But my $80 set of pants, $7.99 at the Continente. I had a really nice pair for $7.99. So
wow.
So that's been our experience.
So tell me more about
the food has just been unbelievable. We've been everything's fresh, everything's good. They make it right when you order it. There's nothing. I don't know. We went to the tourist place we went to yesterday. They had that prepared already, but so there's a huge thing right in Lisbon. The pastela is a custard tart that is very, very famous in Portugal. Everywhere sells an espresso and a pastela. But the pastéis de Belém is where the monks back in the 1800s were making these custard tarts. That's where it came from. So the pastéis de Belém is the place when you're in Lisbon that you have to go, and you have to have an espresso and a pastela, which is their brand, is, you know, the number one. That's the original. So we went there yesterday. We parked, you know, I don't know, 3 blocks away because the traffic was really bad. Lots of tour buses, super touristy, you know, line of people waiting to get in there, but they're like Disney. They're just processing them through fast. We got a table, we experienced it. We had the lunch there. Chicken, had a chicken pie, call it, empanada, basically. A piece of spinach, you know, a little mini spinach quiche. And I had 2 espressos and Elaine had a water, and it was less than 20 euros for the whole thing. So cost-wise, it's been pretty, you know, it's surprising for us to be able to sit down, eat a whole lunch, have your drinks and everything, and have it be less than $20. With a tip, it was basically $20. So food is great. It's ridiculously good and very, very reasonably priced.
Well, don't you two have to try the wine in Portugal if you
The
like
line?
wine.
Wine. Oh, when we went to the grocery store, they sell all the alcohol at the grocery store too. So it's not like, see, where I am, you can't buy like hard alcohol in the grocery store. You have to go to a package store. But here, everything's for sale. The beer, the wine, the whiskey, everything. And I bought a bottle of port wine because you can only, they make port wines only made in Porto, Portugal. So there's dozens of different types of port wine here because it's made right here in this country. But I did buy a bottle of Ruby port wine, which is a very, very sweet but ends very dry. But yeah, I'm all over the wine, baby. The vino is definitely not going to be missed on me. We're going to be going. It's going to be seaside, lots of seafood there, and I will definitely be enjoying some vino.
Well, the 25th is wine day, so there you go.
Oh, well, what's that? Tomorrow, 3 days from now. Well, I'll be in Spain on the 25th, so I'll be drinking some Spanish wine on wine day. How about that?
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Well, I'll let you guys go because I know you want to experience some more bucket listing, and thank you for taking the time. I'm going to go ahead and pop off the show. If you want to stay on for 1 second while I close out. And so, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be on the beach and we'll pop in. As long as I got a good signal, I'll pop in and we'll chat for a few minutes.